Elon Musk stands over a machine built to rewrite the laws of power, a computer so vast it threatens to collapse Jensen Huang's trillion-dollar stronghold. Satya Nadella watches from above, owning the roads both of them must travel. And Sam Altman, he's burning billions to build a mind that could render all their empires obsolete. 4 billionaires fighting to control the future of AI. One of these titans will walk away with a trillion-dollar throne. The other 3, their empires carry the same hidden flaw that has collapsed dynasties for centuries. And by the end of this breakdown, you'll see exactly who survives and how their strategy mirrors the playbook behind Rockefeller, Bezos, and every lasting fortune in history. But to understand how we reached this breaking point, we need to rewind. This isn't just a tech story. It's the greatest wealth transfer in modern history. $40 billion today, exploding to $1.3 trillion by 2030. And behind it all are 4 billionaires, each with a different blueprint to dominate AI. On one side of the battlefield, Jensen Huang, sharpening the blades everyone needs. Satya Nadella, controlling the gates every empire must pass through. Sam Altman, forging a mind powerful enough to bend industries. And Elon Musk, trying to build a universe where he owns the laws of gravity. So let's start with the first of the 4, the one whose power comes from supplying every other empire, Jensen Huang. Here, we don't just follow money, we deconstruct it. This is The Wealth Project. Subscribe and follow now to learn the rules the rich play by. Jensen Huang, the arms dealer. First, Jensen Huang, the man who realized it's more profitable to sell the weapons than to fight the war. Huang doesn't care which AI model wins, he built the engines every contender depends on. NVIDIA doesn't make chatbots. They make the engine, the raw computing power that makes AI possible. Today, NVIDIA has a 95% monopoly on the AI chip market. OpenAI, Tesla, Google, Meta, Anthropic. 2024 data center revenue, $100 billion plus. One man printing money while the rest of the world scrambles for GPUs like war rations. While everyone fights over who has the best AI model, Huang sells the fuel to all of them. And here's what makes this brilliant. It's diversified. If one AI company fails, 10 more are waiting to buy chips. Huang isn't betting on a single horse, he's betting on the entire race. So now you understand why Huang looks unstoppable. But this empire has the same fatal flaw that has toppled every monopoly in history. And the man building the biggest threat to Huang's empire is doing it in plain sight. His strategy is so aggressive, it could collapse the entire AI chip market. Elon Musk, the vertical emperor. Elon Musk looked at Huang's monopoly and decided to burn it to the ground. While the world lines up to buy NVIDIA chips, Musk is building his own. His Dojo supercomputer is a direct assault on Huang's dominance, and he's proving you don't need NVIDIA to win. But Musk's strategy goes far deeper. He isn't just building the engine, he's building the entire stack. The chips, the data, the models, the applications. The entire supply chain, stacked, owned, controlled. Everything. Tesla has over 6 million cars collecting real-world driving data. Billions of miles feeding Musk's AI models with information no one else has. Then there's xAI, valued at over $50 billion in just 2 years. Musk is building his own brain to compete with Altman, his own chips to compete with Huang, and his own applications to make everyone else irrelevant. It's vertical integration on a planetary scale. If Musk pulls this off, he'll control the entire AI supply chain from top to bottom. But here's the problem. It's astronomically expensive and incredibly fragile. Building chips costs billions. Training AI models costs billions more. And if any one pillar fails, the entire structure collapses like a house of cards. So Musk is trying to own every layer. But there's one layer he can't control, one layer already conquered by someone else, and it might be the most powerful of all. Musk's bet is as bold as it is brittle. But what do you think? Can vertical empires survive? Or is diversification the only true safety net? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every one, and some of the best insights come straight from viewers like you. Satya Nadella, the landlord. While Musk and Huang duel in an arms race, Satya Nadella plays a different game. He isn't building AI or chips. He's building the roads the entire AI revolution travels on. Microsoft's Azure cloud is the backbone, and Nadella's masterstroke was a $13 billion investment in OpenAI. But he didn't invest to own them. He invested to ensure that any business wanting to use the world's best AI had to do it on Microsoft's turf. Nadella doesn't need to build the smartest AI. He just needs to make sure that when businesses use it, they pay him rent. In 2024, Microsoft's intelligent cloud revenue hit over $110 billion, with AI services growing at over 70% year over year. This isn't growth, it's a land grab. Nadella's strategy is simple: own the distribution. Let Altman build the brain, let Huang build the chips, but make sure they all pay you rent. He turned Microsoft into the landlord of the AI gold rush. Millions of businesses are now locked into the Microsoft ecosystem. Once they're in, it's incredibly expensive to leave. But this empire is built on a handshake. Nadella doesn't own the most valuable asset. He's leasing it. And the man he's leasing it from holds all the real power. Sam Altman, the alchemist. Sam Altman built the one thing everyone truly wants: the brain. OpenAI, valued at over $300 billion, created the most advanced AI mind on the planet. And Altman understands a fundamental truth. Nobody buys chips for the sake of chips. They buy them to run ChatGPT. Nobody uses Azure because they love cloud platforms. They use it to access the intelligence Altman created. Everything flows back to the brain. Altman doesn't need to own factories like Musk or distribution like Nadella. He just needs to own the intelligence, because at the end of the day, the brain is what everyone is paying for. That's why OpenAI is raising billions more. That's why they're building even more powerful models. Altman's bet is simple. If you own the smartest AI in the world, you own the future. But this power comes at a terrifying cost. Training next-generation AI models costs hundreds of millions of dollars. Every time a competitor gets close, Altman has to spend even more. It's a cash-burning arms race with no finish line. And here's the real danger. If Altman falls behind even for a moment, his entire empire evaporates. Because unlike chips or cloud platforms, intelligence can be replicated. If someone builds a better model, businesses will switch overnight. So now you've seen all four strategies: the arms dealer, the emperor, the landlord, the alchemist. But here's the question nobody's asking: which one actually survives? Because the cracks are already showing. Before we break those cracks open, let's zoom out. To really understand the scale of this battle, we need to map these four empires side by side visually. This is the trillion-dollar AI frontier, and here's where each billionaire actually stands. On the left, you're looking at the fuel, the computer power that every AI empire runs on. Next, the capital, who's burning the most cash and who's attracting it. Then the kingdom, the market valuations shaping this new industrial revolution. When you stack their empires like this, the real power dynamic becomes impossible to ignore. This is the tale of four empires, and the map that shows who's built to survive. The cracks. Let's talk about what's really happening behind the scenes. Huang's monopoly is under attack. AMD, Google, and Musk are all building competing chips. History shows monopolies don't last. Someone always finds a way to compete. Musk's vertical empire is bleeding money. Tesla's margins are under pressure. xAI is burning billions. If any one piece fails, if Dojo doesn't work, if full self-driving doesn't deliver, the whole thing collapses. Musk is betting on perfect execution. One major mistake, and it's over. Nadella's empire has a single point of failure. He doesn't own the brain. If OpenAI builds their own cloud or partners with Amazon, Microsoft's entire AI strategy evaporates overnight. His power is borrowed, and dependency is weakness. And Altman is in a perpetual war, burning billions to stay ahead. Google has more money, Meta has more data, Musk has more ambition. Altman has to win every single battle forever. That's not a strategy, that's a ticking time bomb. So which strategy wins? Here's the truth that will change how you see wealth forever. The answer isn't about who has the best product, it's about something far more fundamental. The winner. The most resilient blueprint for lasting empire isn't about having the best product. It's about creating a system where you win when other people succeed. The hero rarely wins. The infrastructure always does. Huang's arm dealer model and Nadella's landlord model are built on this principle. They provide essential infrastructure for the entire industry. Their risk is diversified across thousands of customers. If one AI company fails, they still have hundreds more paying them. Musk and Altman are taking all or nothing bets. They're trying to be the gold. If they succeed, their reward is absolute, but their risk of catastrophic failure is immense. They have to be perfect. They have to win every battle, and in business, nobody stays perfect forever. Here's the ultimate lesson. In a gold rush, you can mine for gold and risk coming up empty, or you can sell the shovels and guarantee a profit. The greatest empires aren't just built on innovation, they're built on owning the platform the innovation runs on. But here's the thing, AI isn't the only battlefield where empires are being built and destroyed right now. Right now, behind the scenes, even bigger power plays are forming. Empires rising quietly, fortunes being built or vaporized, and a new wave of billionaires preparing their moves. If this breakdown shifted how you view wealth building, the next chapter is already waiting for you. The next billion-dollar play is one click away. Keep playing smarter with The Wealth Project. Pick our latest insight or a curated favorite right here on your screen.